My name is Marisa S. I create photo montages. Basically what it entails is I take multiple photographs and then layer them using the computer, often creating surreal and fantastical scenes. I used to always be playing around when I was a little girl. I knew I always wanted to be an artist, and photography actually came a little bit later. I went to school initially for a drawing and painting degree, but when I got to photography school, we had one class where it was more of a commercial photographer came in as our instructor, and he was giving us a breakdown of, like, let's say you're shooting for a client and you have 4 different models, but they can't all be there at the same time. So you need to conceptually plan out what everything is going to look like, and then you can bring each model in at different points and then layer and blend them together. And at that moment, the light bulb went off, and I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is how I can create everything that's in my head now. So I draw from personal narratives, emotional landscapes, and kind of spiritual symbolism, and bringing that into my work and dealing with themes of transformation, connection, and the mysteries that exist beyond the physical realm. Sometimes I do have an amazing idea and it is dying to get out of me, and I go find the different places that I can then photograph in order to bring all of those elements together. I had this one idea for the longest time, at least a year or so, of creating this waterfall and turning it into hair, essentially. And it took me forever to find the perfect waterfall. And then when I did, I just so happened to be traveling with this young girl who had the perfect hair then that I could help blend into that space. There are times when I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't have any ideas of what to play with. And so I go to my vast library of photographs, and then I start just kind of thumbing through them and then just seeing what speaks to me. Maybe it didn't speak before, but now it's, calling to me. And then I start layering different images that maybe wouldn't necessarily go together, but just to see how they fit. And it's often kind of within that sense of play that I would say that the muse takes over and tells me exactly what to do. And then by the end of it, I know exactly what it means, but I had no idea what I was doing when I started with it. I did an entire series called Certain These Clouds Go Somewhere, and it's all about more or less trying to find our purpose in the world, trying to overcome fear. I think there's a lot of self-limiting beliefs that are out there that we assume are ours, but I think were probably imposed upon us by others. I do, at the end of the day, think that we're all connected in more ways than we can possibly imagine. And it's our humanity really that binds us together. And if we allow ourselves to open up and be authentic and raw and real with each other, with another person, even a stranger, then it gives that other person permission to do the same for themselves. And so I hope to kind of inspire others to recognize that we're all on this plane having a human experience, and that we are capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit for.